So I'm going to be going through the basic default fold for Clubhouse CCTV cache. This is the setup I use 90% of the time. Works really good in solo queue and in a stack. So personally I like to put the shield here, so if or when they get the wall open, you're not able to just instantly die through it, but you're still able to throw smokes. So you want to make this line here in order to throw smokes and also create a line of sight onto the garage. Usually you'll see people reinforce this section of it, and sometimes even put a rotation hole in. I personally just like to have the sight line. So what this basically does is, if you're going to get up on this, you can actually see people going up the rafter stairs pretty easily. You can make it bigger if you want. It's all preference, really. Another important hole that I like to open is right here. This is usually the default plan. A lot of times you can smoke this from cache pretty safely, but opening a vertical hole so any roamers can go down below and deny the plant later on in the round is pretty important. Moving along to red, I'm a huge fan of just making the pretty standard default rotation hole in the corner. I like to make it crouch level. I'll usually reinforce this. Some people like to make it so you can run through it. I personally don't, just in case you're in a situation in this spot late in the round and someone's red, they can't just sprint through, like crouch walking into an SMG 11. It's just not a great idea. Moving along over here, usually reinforce this. This is something I do situationally. A lot of people even like gold now with prone drop, so it's not as good. But I like to hold construction initially in the rounds, and then give it up later. And I can easily see someone drop. You can, hear them drop, see their feet. Sometimes get a free wallbang kill, but like I said, a lot of people prone drop now, so it's not nearly as good as it used to be, but still pretty good in lower elos. Occasionally I'll open up this. It really depends on just how I feel like the map around is going to play or how much time I have. And that's really it in terms of the default setup. You can also make little cheese holes. I don't like to make these here just because I'm going to be playing here a lot of times. But you can do things where it's like if you hear someone below in stock, I believe there's actually a better one right here. Yeah, so if you, a lot of people, especially in solo queue, they'll never look up if they go to push stock here, so you can do that there. And I think you might even be able to do it here for another popular entrance. You can kind of see where they come in, but I'm not a huge fan. It's usually, again, you're almost out of ammunition by this point, and you want to have at least 7 rounds in your shotgun for clutch situations. Something to note, in case you're not too sure how shields actually work. I've seen people do this mid-round, it's pretty funny, where they try to get like a better angle, so they'll actually run up on the shields, but that actually breaks it. So don't do that. And yeah, this is the default setup for CCTV cache.